is Brian Div Gabaynofa, a grade 11 student from Accountancy, Business and Management of Romblon State University. And today I will be presenting a variant of speech which is entitled or specified as the explanatory or the informative speech under the subtopic of concepts. And today we're going to talk about the principle of the trolley problem introduced by Palafafoot in 1967. I hope that you would all listen and watch carefully of my video presentation. Imagine yourself in a situation where a runaway train is heading towards 5 people who cannot move nor escape. Coincidentally though, you are next to a switch that could divert the track of the train into a different path. Unfortunately, in the other path there is one person in it too, but just one person. What would you do? Would you rather sacrifice 1 to save 5, or would you let 5 people die to save 1? This is the trolley problem. An ethical and principled dilemma introduced by Palafafoot in 1967 and was proposed in a 1976 philosophy paper by Judith Jervis Thomson. It is intriguing and popular because it lets people think of a decision when both or more decisions or actions or choices are no good. Is it reasonable and rational to pick the action with the best outcome, or follow the human's moral code prohibiting causing someone's death? In a 2009 survey by David Boret and David Chalmers, we found out that 70% of the respondents says that it's okay to flip the switch, causing one person to die. Same results were also acquired in another study by the Michigan State University, which uses virtual reality simulation of the situation. The consistency of the results was influenced by the philosophical principle of utilitarianism. It states that the morally correct action or decision is the one that produces an outcome that maximizes the safety, well-being, and happiness of the greatest number of people, which is 5. Even if achieving safety for 5 people causes condemning someone to their death, people still prefer 5 over 1 because 5 lives outweighs 1. But not all circumstances people take the utilitarianism's view. We can see this by modifying or changing the situation by a bit. In this time, you are standing next to a massive man as the runaway train approaches. But this time also, there is no second track or no any other means to stop the massive train from killing 5 people. But if you push the massive man onto the train, it has a very high probability of stopping the massive train from killing 5 people. To people with utilitarianism's view, they still made the same decision, letting 1 person die to save 5. But in this scenario, only 5 people said that it's okay to push the massive man onto their death because their instincts tells them that it is wrong and inappropriate. This intersection between ethics and psychology is what makes the trolley problem interesting. It reveals that our perceptions, views, and opinion on what is wrong and right is depending on different factors other than logical thinking of making decisions. This was proven in another study when researchers found out that men are more likely able to push the massive man than women, and people are more likely willing to sacrifice men than women. When researchers developed a study that monitored the brain activities of the respondents throughout the survey, they found out that this scenarios activates areas of the brain which influences conscious decision makings and emotional responses. But the interesting thing is, the respondents from the massive man has higher and stronger emotional responses. This is because of the perception and view that pushing someone to their death feels more personal, and it makes our brain think that we were the reason they died. But we also feel conflicted because it is the morally correct action and the logical choice given that the situation is unavoidable. This dilemma exercises our brains and our cognitive and emotional responses and abilities. The trolleyology or the trolley problem helps people think of a decision that lets their ethical and psychological mind to fight each other to create the best choice or the morally correct decision out of the scenario. If you were asked, would you rather save one person and let 5 people die, or sacrifice one person and let 5 people live? That is the trolley problem. Thank you very much. That would be all. If you have any recommendations, corrections, suggestions, and many other more, please contact me through this email so that I could answer it personally. Thank you very much for watching.